It's Mark Ingram, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. It's complete to Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Easy.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
And boy, on the first drive of the game, I kept waiting for the field goal unit to come trotting out, but they stayed put. And this is a real statement here as they get a 1st and goal.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kobe Flainer, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Delay of game, offense.
Now another try at two here from the 7 now. Breeze is going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing him back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out is a guy who's been a Raider starter since day 1. In his 3rd season now, it's Derek Carr.
And the Raiders believed in him enough to select him, so we knew that they liked him. But after they watched him play as a rookie, they realized they had their quarterback, and they wanted to build around him. Remember last year they drafted Amari Cooper to get him a #1 receiver, and they fortified the offensive line to make sure they could protect him. They know they have their #1 guy for a while, and they want it to continue that way.
And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They go with Murray again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Carr now to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The longtime Ram picked up in the offseason. James Laurinaitis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long, it's Carr. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time, and it brings up fourth down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting. And
looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
And hauled in here by Rivera. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that, because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. 15 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Breeze on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Breeze now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Well, the offense lining up first and 10.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it'll bring up third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country. Play action to Spiller. Now Breeze. Backing up. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Breeze to throw. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Carr now on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Complete to tight end Rivera. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Raiders know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll the highlights. Saints now on 3rd and 8. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Saints now later on the drive. The catch is made in double coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score. Saints go up by 8.
All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle to make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Breeze now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Time running out here on the play clock. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Again, it's Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 yards to go here on third down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Reggie Nelson, he was tied for the league lead last year with 8 picks. Snags another one there.
And this is what Oakland is hoping to see from him, and often. They saw it in Cincinnati. That's why they're eager to have him added to their roster.
Here's the option going right. And some room to roam now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Second down and 4. shotgun now for Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they're challenging this. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know that.
Good job, D. Good job. That's the way you fly
After reviewing the play, the lead on the field stands.
So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges, too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Cooks on the return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Snead's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them can...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks at this